welcome to Unit 1 of Self-Organization, the course. Today we're going to talk about creative vision, and we're going to learn a bit from Asake, because Asake says you need a direction. Listen to the song top left. You see the playlist name on Spotify. Maybe you've been listening to videos and podcasts about locking in and you need to focus on your goals and all of that, but the question is, how do we actually do that? It's great that we're inspired and we're finding common ground on what we have to do in life, but the next step is to actually do it. And sometimes the gap between those two is so big that we freeze up, or we just stay in the inspirational content and talk about our dreams, but nothing happens. So straight away, I'll give you a journaling challenge. List 5 bullet points each. 1 for what you want to have: material, relationships, work, money, whatever it is. 2, who you want to be: your values, your qualities, your skills. I will already give you a small disclaimer. Being driven by who you want to be is much stronger than by what you want to have. What you want to have is similar, like the flame of motivation. It can get you from one day to another. It can get you from a week to another. But who you want to be will get you through not just the peaks, but really the valleys of the journey, to find creativity when no one else might see it. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm going to give you an example from my life of how I created my vision, because the thing is, visions start in the mind, and that can be through different ways. You might be a very visual person. There's also people who are non-imaginary. I forgot the exact term, but there's people who struggle with creating images in their mind. And if I would tell you, think of a beach with sand and large rocks. If you can do that, then you're very visual. If not, then you're not, but it's also cool. You might find another way. So you might be able to recollect images from holiday experiences you had, for instance, or things that you've seen in real life. But maybe it's hard for you to dream something up, or it's easier for you to write a story about something that you dream about. Or we're talking about a whole different sensory experience, not the vision with the eyes, but what does your success smell like, sound like, feel like? Counting, if you want to count money, right? What does it feel like? So if you're a very haptical person, then that might be easier. So find your niche there. Whatever is your inclination, you're perfect as a human that way, and that is your strength, right? Just because we speak about vision doesn't mean you have to see it visually. For me, I see things very strongly visually, and so I create vision boards, as you can see here on the left. And the one that you see, I kind of divided it for professional. I created like a professional brand. That was a few years ago, so it's not relevant anymore. But then also private and personal. In terms of the person I want to be, creative, creating art, but also going off grid, working with people, speaking different languages. Those are the type of things that can really help you make decisions, bigger and smaller decisions in life, and not divert off your path. So what you see there, the vision board, is part of some of the resources that I share. If you go on my website on the free resources at jimmycanham.com, you'll find a link to a Canva board. So Canva is this platform where you can create a digital whiteboard. And so you can view my vision board, but also the resources of the following units of this self-organization course. And then get started on your own from there. Pretty simple. It starts with the vision. We'll go into goal setting, and after that, prioritization. Those are the first 3 units. So what do we learn from Asake? You need direction, man. You need a direction. And this direction, that's what I can add to it. Maybe less musically than he can, or he does. This direction is best informed by who you want to be, your values, your qualities, your gifts, and the skills you would like to develop, things you want to learn on this journey and that you're curious about. All right. Thanks for tuning in to this session. Keep walking into that direction step by step, and I'll see you next time.